Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Brunch and B.S. So glad that you're here to join me today. And I see that we've got some folks in the chat, and one of them is Joe, who is joining us from New South Wales, Australia, where it is Monday morning, and it is the incredibly early 3:30 in the morning on Monday. So Joe, thank you so much for coming in. I understand if you're not going to stay. You said just a quick hello. I don't blame you for wanting to go back to sleep. Sounds good. Denise was the first one in. Hey, good morning. Thanks for coming in. And you're hanging out with your grandson today. That's so awesome. I'm so glad that you're getting a chance to hang out with him. And Scott McNeil is in. Good morning, Scott. Thanks for coming in. And as I said, Joe is in. But for Joe, it is a ridiculously early hour on Monday. So it's not quite Sunday brunch, not quite the same thing, but really do appreciate you coming in. And Ron from DeFam Adventures, good morning. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. And let's see who else is here. Up. Okay, 10:30 is incredibly early. 3:30 is just late, says Shannon. I guess it is all how you look at it. I tend to, she knows, I tend to fall asleep really early. So for me, 10:30 is 10:30 in the morning is late. So, yep, great. So good that you guys are saying hi to each other, and Nightbot reminding you to subscribe if you haven't already. And I want to let you know that I programmed Nightbot to do a new thing, which is if you do hashtag coffee, it will drop in the link for the Helping Hands for Cruising coffee fundraiser. So if you're already buying coffee or tea online, why not benefit a fabulous charity at the same time that you're doing it? So sounds fabulous. It's a win all around. Aaron coming in. Hey, Brunch and BS bunch. How are you today, Aaron? Appreciate you being here. And John Gaylor, thank you. You are on your phone, so not able to put in links this morning. That's okay. I'm just glad that you're here and so glad that you were able to make it. So folks saying good morning. And holy cow, Jim Mendenhall joining. Good morning, Jim. You're on the Facebook side. Welcome in. You can actually see more of the comments and stuff on the YouTube side if you want to flip over, but appreciate you being here. Folks saying good morning, and that's exactly how you do it, Ron. Hashtag coffee, and it will drop in the link for the Helping Hands for Cruising fundraiser. It's through an organization called Giving Bean. They have both coffee and tea. So like I said, if you are already going ahead and ordering that stuff online, why not do it with a boost for Helping Hands for Cruising? So great that you guys are here today. I appreciate it. And I wanted to let you know that I put a poll on the Facebook group, on the jendotcohen Facebook group, the tribe this morning, because our own Chef Todd is going to come back next week and do another cooking demonstration. So I wanted to know if you wanted him to do something sweet or something savory, because of course that's the beauty of brunch, is that you get the best of both worlds. And Captain Controversy is here, Scott from Scottsdale. Thank you for being here. So glad that you are here. So if you have not already, because I did just put it up this morning, go over and vote to see if you want them to make something sweet or something savory. And I have a feeling that I'm going to be able to convince Chef Todd to maybe come back, and whatever doesn't win this next go round, he will make the runner up the second one. So we can do that. And Scott being kind enough to drop in the link to the Facebook group where that link is in. So awesome. And the cruising lizard is in the house. Hello, Liz. How are you, sweetie? And I have to tell you that the cruising lizard was actually not going to go on a cruise all the way from January until April, and they just couldn't do it. So they booked another cruise in between. So she's back down to like the 30-day count for your next cruise, which good for you. I want to be the cruising lizard when I grow up. So you're driving and listening, Scott? Great. Be careful. Be careful out there. And folks welcoming people in. Where is the poll? The poll is actually in the Facebook group. So if you follow the link for the Facebook blog group to Jen.Cohen blog, it actually is there. And if you can't find it, then I can certainly send it to you later. So thank you, Scott, for being in here to mod. I really do appreciate it. And Ross with Orange Cone Blog. Hey, howdy. Hey, everyone. So great that I actually got the opportunity to meet Ross and his lovely wife last night in person, as well as some other cruise folks who are content creators in the Chicago area. We all got together and had dinner, which was very nice and gave us an opportunity to actually talk face to face and not talk via the chat. So that was a nice treat, and one that I hope to do a command performance of very soon. So that was a great time. So let's talk about brunch food, because it can be sweet and it can be savory, and that's the beauty of it, is you can have whichever you prefer and you can have a bit of both. So I started the conversation with Chef Todd of just saying, hey, why don't you make stuffed French toast? And he said, well, what if people want to see something that's a little bit different, like a carbonara or something on the savory side? So I was like, okay, well, let's put it to a vote and let's do that. So I agree. We had fun last night too, and I think we should do a monthly get together. It should be a great time. It was definitely nice getting a chance to like actually sit down and talk to people and meet face to face and get to know you. So it was definitely great. So for most of you, what do you prefer for brunch? Do you go more on the breakfasty side or more on the lunch side, or do you do the best of both worlds and kind of do a combination there? Because I tend to, even during brunch, lean more into the breakfast side of things. So I'm more likely to do the eggs Benedict, the French toast, the pancakes, stuff like that, than I am the more brunchy lunch kind of things like the pastas and stuff like that. So it's funny because Scott, you're saying handing it to you, John, because you're driving, and John is on his phone, so he can't do links. So I've got two mods in the house, and nobody's able to do links. That's hilarious. That is that that's fine. We can certainly survive. And for those of you who want to share your link so other people can find you on YouTube, go ahead and do hashtag tribe, TRIBE, and the Nightbot will drop your link in there. So that would be fantastic. So food, I like food and food likes me. I'm with you. Absolutely. So John, you go for the lunch side, but very often you do breakfast for dinner. I love doing breakfast for dinner. That's an awesome one. I'm not sure, Scott. Thanks so much for coming in. I'm not sure if Joe is still with us. It was middle of the night for him, so he was getting ready to go back to sleep. So I'm not sure if he's still around, but appreciate you coming in so much. We are just talking about food and whether on brunch days you go more for the breakfasty side or the lunch side. Um, you know what? The nice thing is that we don't have to really choose with brunch, but for Todd to make something, I first want to determine if he's going to do something sweet or savory, and then we just have to figure out like what he's going to make. So Denise is coming back and saying hey to folks. So Denise is busy though because she's got a grandson to hang out with. So okay, pick me. Oh, ooh, how about shrimp and grits? Oh, that sounds good. That sounds very good. Definitely yummy on bread. Okay, Shannon's voting bacon. Shannon wants him to do like an all bacon thing of do sweet bacon and savory bacon and all different kinds of bacon. And of course, you know that Shannon just wants to do that because she's going to come over and be a taster. So she's voting in her own best interest there, which I don't blame her. So what else is happening here? You go for the French fries. So you ordered shrimp and grits for Valentine's Day. Oh, wow, great. Shrimp, man, if it's made right, that can be a really, really nice dish. So shrimp and grits, that would be on the savory side. So could he show Scott how to do a frozen pizza? I think Scott already knows the trick to doing a frozen pizza, and that is not falling asleep and leaving it in the oven for like 7 hours. So I think Scott's already painfully aware of that one. So okay, so you love shrimp and grits with a very sharp cheddar cheese. Oh, that sounds so good. So on the ship, I got for 12-hour French toast. I don't know what 12-hour French toast is. Huh, not sure. But Todd makes a stuffed French toast that is outstanding. So a rancho egg vote coming in when I go to brunch. It's all about the mimosas. A good brunch has bottomless and variety juices. Yes, yes. Shannon, we need to go to Granite City in Schaumburg for their brunch. They do bottomless mimosas with all different kinds of juices, and it's really good. Oh, it's a carnival thing. Okay, it's French toast. They just call it something different. Okay, I got to get around a little bit more and find these things out. So, stuffed French toast is delicious. He does it with like fruit and a mascarpone cheese and then does like a fruit compote on top or a homemade syrup. It's really good. Oh, bellinis. Those are fantastic too. See, now all I want to do is eat brunch. That's all I want to do. So, yeah, peach mimosa. Love a bellini. We're going to have to actually get some beverages if Chef Todd is doing the cooking next week. So I know that the cruising lizard is going to be jealous that she can't be here, but yes, yeah, Chef Todd's French toast is the bomb. It is amazing. It is he really outdoes himself with that. So that is a true statement. Maybe we'll get him. What if we convince him to do a sweet and a savory? Hmm. Maybe we can do both instead of having to pick between them. We'll do one of each. Oh, you'll be working next weekend, Denise. That stinks. Well, that's what the replay is for. And plus, if Todd's making stuff anyway, you're going to want to do that. So good thing I'm eating lunch now, says John. And you'll surely watch the replay, says Ron, which is great. I appreciate it. Whether you guys are here live or on replay, I always do appreciate it. I appreciate it if you would like, if you are enjoying the content, and share it out, and we can definitely grow the channel. Let's see. Key lime mascarpone. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so now that's a great idea. Yeah, why choose? Let's do both. Let's have them do both. There's an overnight French toast that you soak it overnight before baking. Maybe that's what the 12-hour French toast is. Maybe they actually soak it overnight before they prepare it. Huh. Now I got to check into this. Let's see. Crepes can be both sweet and savory. Absolutely. Oh, it's a cruise life. Pete, thanks for coming in. Afternoon. How you doing today? And so Denise says that's what she thinks that the 12-hour French toast is. It's the soaked overnight. So that's very cool. I'm sure it is delicious because any I'm a big French toast fan, so that definitely hits the spot for me. But with Todd doing the stuffed French toast, that's wicked stuff. So maybe as I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking I want him to do two things. I want him to do a sweet and a savory and kind of mix it up there and do a bit of both. But see, everybody's coming up with some great suggestions, like to do crepes or to do shrimp and grits. Or he was saying also he wanted to show people how to make a carbonara because not enough people know how to do it properly, which, okay, I'll be a taste tester for that. So, oh, and it's got a peach that's been marinated on top. Oh, that sounds really good, Denise. That definitely does. That sounds like a winner. Fantastic. Oh my goodness. Okay, so just remember that if for those of you who have come in, if you are not already aware of it, Helping Hands for Cruising is doing a fundraiser for coffee. They do coffee and tea, actually, that you can buy online and benefit the charity. So if you're interested in it, do exactly what Ron just did and drop the hashtag coffee, and it will throw right in here the link so you can get your Java fix at the same time as you help Helping Hands for Cruising. So that is through Giving Bean. I know a lot of us order our coffee online, so why not do it and benefit a charity at the same time? And I'll also do my shameless normal plug for Helping Hands for Cruising. Helping Hands for Cruising is a 401(c) organization here in the States, so your contributions are tax deductible. No amount is too small, and if you think that some amount is too small, why not make it monthly? $5 monthly ends up adding up to a decent, nice sized donation at the end of the year. So whatever you can do, give up one coffee a month and help out and get people on cruises. So that is awesome way to help and an awesome way to support. So thank you for dropping the links. I do appreciate it. You can always drop the HH4C hashtag and also be able to get the Helping Hands for Cruising link. And you definitely need to check out the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. It is booking now. It will be later this year. And I need to get the video so I can start promoting and helping to show that. So yes, just like Ron did it right here, Helping Hands for Cruising. And Ross is doing it too. And it drops the helpinghandsforcruising.org link. They have recently updated their website. So if you haven't been over to the Helping Hands for Cruising website lately, go over and check it out. It's got all kinds of information about recipients, about the board, about upcoming cruises, and all kinds of ways that you can support and you can help like through buying your coffee, which, I mean, if you're going to buy the coffee anyway, why not get a 2-for-1 out of the deal and kind of get a benefit? So that would be a fantastic one. So I need to make sure that I am taking notes on all of these fabulous suggestions and finding out what exactly we can get Chef Todd to make next week. That will be fantastic. I suspect that we will be on the air for a little bit longer than we usually are, especially if I can convince him to make two things and make one thing savory and one thing sweet. So that would be fantastic. Still go over and vote, because I may put up a second poll and actually start taking suggestions for what he should cook. So maybe we'll post that on Facebook and start taking suggestions in that way. So that would be a terrific way to do it too. Now, back to brunch and back to more food, because we can't discuss that just too much. I think that one of the other things that we need to do is something near and dear to someone's heart who is in the chat, and talk about designing a charcuterie board, because there are a lot of boards that are coming out now where people want to do something a little bit fancier than just a cheese plate, and what you can do to make a charcuterie board and do that. So I'd love to do one of those and have Todd do that. So yes, I definitely like food, and I love the idea of him doing a charcuterie board, because he makes it all look so pretty, and it's delicious too. So you get the best of both worlds. It tastes great, and it's also pretty to look at. So yes. I also realize that I have been with all of you for more than 20 minutes and have yet to bring up the fact that it is Super Bowl Sunday. I actually am not a big Super Bowl fan, but what is interesting and connection-wise is my company is actually hosting the Super Bowl this year. We do the property management for the Superdome. So we have hosted the past 3 Super Bowls, and I think we've got next year's as well. So yes, we definitely like to, we learn all about what it takes to actually put on a Super Bowl, and the security measures that it takes, and the preparations and all of that. It's very interesting. So Cruising Lizard is saying, yes, cheese and cracker board. Yep. Actually get some meat ready to go in the smoker. Ooh, Ron, what are you smoking today? Love some smoked meats. That's an awesome thing. And Danny, the spectacular supporter, is here. Hey, Danny D, how are you this morning? You're coming in at the tail end of my time, but I do appreciate you being here. And Ron, I am chomping at the bit to know what meat you are getting ready to put in the smoker, because there are so many different options. That should be fantastic. And Denise is actually with her grandson today. So pork loin, chicken breast, and thighs. Oh man, that is going to be some really good eating. Fantastic. So you don't watch the Super Bowl, but you will be having a Super Bowl party. Do you like to watch the commercials at least? Because I know the commercials can be a really good time. Ron, that food just sounds so good. That really does. So you do a smoked cream cheese topped with apple pie filling. Ooh. Oh, that sounds amazing. That really sounds fantastic. Okay, let's see. Still don't know if you'll watch. No one to root for. And now that I'm not rooting against the Patriots, I guess I'm rooting against Kansas City. Okay. Okay, so no commercials even, just eating. Okay, that's it. That's a good time. So maps I've seen on Facebook have Kansas City pulling the Chiefs Philly area for the Eagles and the rest of the nation pulling for a meteor just to end the madness. Awesome, Aaron. That is so true. Oh, so Denise, Dwayne should be smoking. What should he be smoking? More meats or okay, so Danny's saying go Eagles. I have no skin in the game. I'm a Chicago fan, and so my team has been out of it forever. So that, I don't have no skin in the game. I will say that there are usually some really good Super Bowl commercials, which is interesting. But like I said, I've been kind of up to my eyeballs with Super Bowl information that has to do with the behind the scenes, like the safety protocols and the security protocols and things like that that all go into that. So go refs. Yeah, that's about the truth. That's right. Um, yeah, Chicago fan to Chicago Cubs. Well, actually, we are in a mixed household in my house, Danny. My family grew up, we were all Cubs fans, and my husband's family were all White Sox fans. So we say we're a mixed family. It's not 420 yet. It's always 420, Scott. Everyone have a great day. Time to work for Scott McNeil. Thanks. Nope, it's past. I say always, Scott. I definitely do. And Scott McNeil, have a good one. I have some work to do too after the show is over, but mine is uh, mine is definitely more tedious kind of stuff today, so no big deal. And so that's right, because your brother lives here in Chicago, so you've been to a Cubs game. Have you ever been to a Sox game? Because they've got my favorite personally is the Crosstown Classics where the Cubs and the Sox play. That's always that's always an interesting game. So we are coming to the end of our time together. So I am going to start wrapping things up. I do want to remind you that, again, Helping Hands for Cruising needs your help. And a great way for you to help is if you already buy your coffee and your tea online, order it through an organization that will benefit Helping Hands for Cruising. So go ahead and drop hashtag coffee in here, and it will actually drop the link to the coffee fundraiser where you can order your coffee or your tea. And Danny is doing that now. Fantastic. That is exactly how to do it. And it should go ahead and drop that in there for you to get your Java fix at the same time that you're helping Hands for Cruising. Remember to check out Helping Hands for Cruising new and improved website. It's got a lot of great information on there about the organization. And if you're not familiar with them, get familiar with them. They're a great group of people and a fun organization to work with. I will definitely be helping them out with the upcoming cruise-a-thon in April and in any other way that I'm able to assist. So fantastic. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Remember that next week, Chef Todd will be here. And yes, thank you, Danny D, for being the mod we all wish we could be. Isn't that the truth, John? So thank you very much. Chef Todd is in the house next week. Go over and vote if you want to see savory or sweet for presentation next week. And I've got that on my Facebook link. You can always go to my link tree and get into that. So can't wait to see the menu either. We will see what he decides to make. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. And remember, without champagne, brunch is just a late breakfast. Talk to you all soon. Take care and be well. Love you. Bye.